Hi guys, Mauro here. One of the most consistent differences that you're gonna find out between a guy that is like a high level player and the lower level player is how the way they look when they're hitting, when they're rallying at a pretty high speed. You know, when the points are intense, when they're moving around, forehand, backhand, moving forward and backwards, you know, changing directions. Usually, if you pay attention to the professionals on TV, they hit the ball, they move when the moment they get to the ball, they look pretty balanced. They can be running, but they make good contact with the ball, forehands and backhands. Different to a lot of the lower level players, let's say, many times when you're rallying, they look more like you're hitting, and they look, or we feel like we're having seizures and hitting the ball instead of just looking kind of smooth hitting through the ball. One of the main differences, I would say, probably the main difference between hitting the ball clean even when you're on the run and feeling more like you're not in control of it is the balance, what you're using in your body to hit the ball. The professionals use a lot of their core. This is their main source of power, not the arm. When you see players, when you see someone that looks kind of like that when they hit the ball, look more like people that look more like they're snapping the ball. That's when that means they're not using the body. They're just using the arms. That's when you don't get spin on the ball, you don't get snap, and obviously you don't get consistency, you don't get control. Professionals have learned more to use the core of the body, working more with the hips. When they hit, turning hips, and then going. And that's the idea that you want to have when you hit the ball. You wanna be, even when you're on the run, you're running, but you want to relax the arm. You want to relax your body, and you want to when you swing through the ball, you kind of keep your follow through is steady. You're not doing too much with the wrist, especially when you're on the run. You're not doing too much on the forehand. But one thing that you really want to pay attention is getting in sync with your legs, and the moment that you swing, the moment that you let that racket go. Many times we move to the ball on time, but by the time we get to the ball, we kind of feel like, okay, I feel like I'm stepping with the wrong foot. So you want to pay attention to get into that ball and swinging. For example, on the backhands, on the backhands, one-handed or two-handed, you get into that ball and you can swing and you can finish with this one, whether one-handed or two-handed, or sometimes the shot is coming so fast that you're not really gonna be able to do that. But you want to feel that even when you're running, you're swinging and you're gonna keep on going a little bit. But at least when you're swinging, you gotta feel like that's like a free kind of swing in there. You don't want to feel like you're hitting and your body is kind of moving in one direction, and you want to swing forward and it feels totally awkward with the arms. You have to work with the core. You don't want to go with the arms. You gotta feel that you're going more with your core, hitting with the core. A lot of the people that I have helped, especially when they're people that have already played before and they come and take lessons with me, that's the one thing that's one of the most noticeable things, problems that they have, the lack of balance. That they look kind of awkward hitting. No, relax the body, just relax the body, start hitting smooth, coming, turning with the hips and finishing all the way, coming, going with the hips, finishing all the way. One thing that I always suggest my students, that is going to help you find the balance in the core. You want to keep the balance in the core, is that you got to have the idea that when you're moving, you have a glass of water in your stomach. So if your body's kind of going crazy, of course, you know, you're going to spill the water all over the place. So you want to move, and you want to feel that, okay, I don't want to feel like my upper body and my lower body are not in sync. They're kind of, I'm running, but my upper body is trying to do something different. No, you want to try to feel like you're in rhythm, they're in sync, working together. And the way you want to feel to make it easy for you to kind of have an idea what I mean is, like, imagine that you're right by the net and you have a sack of potatoes, and I say, okay, what I want you to do is grab that sack of potatoes and you're just gonna toss it over the net, or you can bring it all the way back here to your back. Grab it and bring it here to your back. So if you think about it, if when you do that, you don't work, I mean, naturally you will never go off sync legs and upper body. It's just easy and natural. And that's the way you want to feel, especially when you're on the run. You want to feel like you're running, coming, boom. See, and the body's turning natural on both sides. All right. Okay, guys. Well, just wanted to give you that tip. Remember, hit with the core, walk with the core, work more with the hips. Okay, feeling more like that. And well, just go out there, stay centered, be bold, be perseverant. Thank you very much.